Hello and welcome to our first episode of the Fit-Ins podcast, the podcast for late news and other random crap we want to talk about.
In case you couldn't tell already, this podcast may not be for the younger viewers due to the language already said by Mr. Owen.
Thanks.
So your host. Yeah, your four hosts?
Owen, and Savan.
Well, Ethan, you got that one out of the way real quick.
Yes,
just quick disclaimer for subjects that we talk about. Obviously, they are our opinions. There's nothing much else to them. If you feel the need to still yell at us, please not as angrily. Our email is fitinspodcast@gmail.com, no caps. So today we're going to be talking about the last trimester of school for a lot of us because due to coronavirus, we had a difference in our education. We're going to be talking obviously about the coronavirus a little bit too, and the movement that has started due to the tragic death of George Floyd.
And other deaths.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Ethan. Thank you.
And we might throw in some other random topics that are going on right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, teen coverage. Am I right?
God, this is going to be so weird. Alright.
So let's start.
What did you guys think so far about the school system? How did you...
Oh, dude, it was miserable.
I know.
The way that
Half the time, websites didn't work for us, so...
Yep, on day one...
Like, my internet's not that bad, but I couldn't load anything. The first day that we had school on the first day was miserable because everything just shut down.
Everyone was trying to get on and do stuff, so everything just shut down. So
Yeah, it did not go that well.
But they got it fixed, so it wasn't too miserable for the rest of the year.
It didn't make any... Okay, I just didn't like it how they still felt the need to give us tests based on science and math when you really need to actually be in the class to figure it out.
It didn't feel we never covered the topics that we needed to.
I was just looking up the day before the test to figure it out.
And also looking during the test, just because.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember we had issues with with instructions being left out for some assignments also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's more of a our problem, not a US-wide or worldwide problem.
So, at least for our school, every teacher had the ability to do a live lesson at least once a week, right? So, what I always found weird was that the classes that you really needed help on, like math, science, anything like that, they barely had one a week. They barely, right? Every now and then they'd just be
occasionally, I'd say, our science did a good job of, explaining during labs, the lab data
They gave us, they really gave us all the info, though.
Just would check
math, we literally had nothing for math anyway, and
math
language
was just
art
review sessions before the test.
Who needs help with language arts? Why do I have 17 live lessons for language arts when no one needs help with language arts?
That was weird.
Exactly.
It was so useless. They're just wasting our time. They were just
let's be honest.
I'm sure you know how to do this.
Let's be honest. AP Civics was the easiest class we've ever had for.
Yes, AP Civics was easy.
It wasn't AP. It was just civics.
Yeah, just civics.
My bad.
Yeah.
Boy, am I glad to finally get that AP test in, boys.
So, Savan, would you like to tell everybody about your little AP Geography incident?
Oh, no.
So, I do have a few problems with the AP board. Number one thing being when we took the test this year, you were not allowed to just write in the box your answer. Right. Could not put in that last line of code that would have enabled people to write in the box.
Right, and also pro tip, submit what you have done.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But
they had that all over the website. Just pro tips, submit what you have done. Thank you. Wow. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm not going to just write this 20-minute, almost essay and then just not do anything with it.
No. Who do you define as a pro in that also?
Pro tip, really, John?
Well, seriously, who do you define as a pro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably a person who got a 5 on the test. I don't know.
Hell, at least.
And honestly,
what do you mean at least 5? 5 is the highest.
No, I mean like I know that, but like the least that they could like a kind of achievement.
Oh, okay.
You know what I meant? Yeah. Like maybe 5s on every AP test they took. You know.
Honestly, in my opinion, I know a lot of teenagers will agree with me. Everyone that had a problem with the AP test, like it not submitting, should get a free point from the AP board. Just because they're assholes.
I'm only agreeing with that because I would like that extra point.
I know. Someone gets to stick something in the AP test.
That'd be pretty amazing if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I mean, can they do that though? Because then it wouldn't. So they already decided that you literally couldn't fail it technically. If you did it and you submitted anything, basically you get like a minimum score, which isn't like that score is like it won't get you anything really, but
it'll just show that you actually got it.
Basically, if you get a 1 or a 2, they treat it as like maybe like a borderline 3, where they'll accept it as a score. Only because, everyone's had trouble within this last try.
Yeah.
I mean, it was not good, honestly. They could have handled it. I'm just glad it didn't crash because everyone was taking it at the same time. That was good.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they were more prepared, though, than
well,
the schools.
they told us not to, reload the site, which is just...
Probably.
If you can't...
It's gonna crash.
If you reload the site, you literally get kicked out of it. Which is just, that was very...
Yeah, but that's, a test thing. So, you can't go off to another
Especially while it's timed. If you're going to reload it while it's timed, who knows what could happen.
Yeah.
I know. It could either reset the timer or, do random crap like that.
Could you imagine if you were just doing it, you accidentally hit reload and just resets the timer completely?
You're at, 2 minutes left. You're like, oh, shit. I don't have everything I need. Hit reload. Here we go.
You could just constantly keep hitting reload.
Gets 25 minutes again.
Ethan's been taking the AP test for 2 hours.
How do?
So I was actually keeping track of my heart rate during that. So when we I think 30 minutes before we started, right? I think I was at about a steady 85. When
not bad.
10 minutes. It's normal. 10 minutes before we start, I'm about 100. That's pretty high. At the end of my first question, I'm at 120. I think it was 120, 100, somewhere around there. And then at the end of question 2, I was 135, 136, somewhere in that area.
Here was mine the first time I took it. I was at a solid. I would say I was at 100 till I had 2 minutes left, because then it went from 100 to 140, right?
You're just sitting there cold.
I got it done, and I had around 30 seconds left, okay? It was at that moment that my heart rate was nearing the 200 mark, okay? Because I had 30 seconds. So I go, and I try to copy it all, and that's when I realized that it will not copy, right? So now my heart rate's nearing the 500 mark, and...
What are you, a hummingbird?
I'm desperately pressing the paste button because it copied, but then when I hit paste, it just wouldn't put it in, right?
Yeah.
I had 10 seconds left, and my heart rate was now nearing 750. And there was really nothing I could do.
Savan then died of a heart attack 3 minutes after this.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're lucky it wasn't higher.
we have to.
Really, my heart rate's at 750, and you're saying you're lucky it wasn't higher, bro.
You mean you failed the questions twice? I mean, it didn't let you do it twice, so it could have been 1,500,
And I feel bad for all those other students that had the AP tests where you had to actually do there's
actually try, you mean?
Yeah, it wasn't just writing.
I heard about the A-push test, and apparently the A-push test was insane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, even
why I'm not taking AP history?
Yes, wait, what AP classes are you guys taking next year?
None.
I'm taking AP bio.
I'd rather focus on my GPA.
Savan, you have that bet where with John, he's gonna give you a free bowling ball if you get B's and higher in all your classes while doing tennis, bowling, and other activities.
And I'm taking both AP classes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun time. I know it is.
John, does that deal go with only the first trimester, because that's when bowling is, or throughout the entire year, then you'll give them a bowling?
First trimester.
Okay. So, Savan, all you have to do is do it for one trimester, then you can fill your...
I can live with that, actually, because I usually do okay on the first try, so hopefully that works.
Yeah, because the first try is usually the easiest.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Typically, it's like the third try for me.
Honestly, but
no,
it was kind of up and down.
Here's what happens to me usually. The first try, I'm like, okay, this is easy. It's so easy, right? Second try kicks around, and they start, just bombing you with, like, insane amounts of things, and I just start freaking out, right? And the third try, because since you know it's all coming to an end, that's when all the finals get pushed up, and it's all insane.
I don't like how the school system does its finals of test, Just
basically,
them all
finals week is like when you're on the third lap in Mario Kart and all the music starts changing because it starts getting like, really fast.
Yeah.
It's basically it.
Or when you enter a boss fight and the music goes silent and you get auto reload and lots of heals and lots of ammo.
Yeah,
and just like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not taking an AP class next year, but like I'm taking like higher math and honors in like every class, so.
Oh yeah, so you are in higher math, so that's gonna be fun for you.
I know it's gonna be pretty epic.
It's algebra 2 trig, so we're just gonna one of my friends told me that it's literally just algebra the first trimester, so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I can live with that.
Okay, let's be honest here. How many of you want a motorcycle?
How many of us want a motorcycle? Really, John?
No, own.
Own?
Yeah, right now.
John, if you own a motorcycle, you're weird.
I don't.
John, I don't think I have. Let me just check my garage real quick, just in case a magic motorcycle popped up there.
This is a random question.
Oh, wait a minute. No, because I'm not weird.
I bet you're the kind of guy who gets rainbow sherbet at the ice cream store.
Yeah, you are, John. Yeah, you are.
If anyone listening to this likes rainbow sherbet, well, you're wrong. So just letting you know.
You're just wrong.
You're
There's
wrong.
no opinion on rainbow sherbet.
You're wrong.
You can email us all you want. There is no opinion.
Your opinion
is wrong.
It is not valid.
I'm sorry.
This is how we're gonna spend our first podcast, just annoying all of anyone who watches us. Like,
yeah, all of our 2 followers.
Yes.
Or which Power Ranger is best?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen that in years.
That's the Red Power Ranger. Just for your information, I'm not going to go into details about it.
Before we move on, I would just like to state how all the villains just watch the Power Rangers like start dancing and like morphing up as they just stand there awkwardly.
It's just like an Endgame where Thanos let them all get crowded and attack.
Exactly. They start like bombing the portal.
But honestly, it gave us one of the best scenes in cinema history in the
I agree with that.
2010 to 2020 years. So honestly, not going to complain.
And you know what else?
2020 is not in the decade of the 2010s.
You know what else is like the best in this decade? Our sponsor.